God uses ordinary people. Ordinary people. We see this with Rahab again, right here in our study. Ordinary people that we see in our scripture. Go back to Joshua, if you would. And we read there, beginning, about the middle of the paragraph there. It says, now before they lay down, she came up to them on the roof. These are two spies. And she said to the men, look what she said. I know that the Lord has given you the land, and the terror of you has fallen on us, and that all the inhabitants of the land are faint-hearted because of you. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the waters of the Red Sea for you when you came out of Egypt, and what you did to the two kings of the Amorites who were on the other side of the Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom you utterly destroyed. And as soon as we heard these things, our hearts melted. Neither did there remain any more courage for any of us because of you. For the Lord your God, he is the God in heaven above and on earth beneath. Now look, this was an ordinary woman. What did she understand? She understood, first of all, that the land where the city dwelt was owned by the Jews. She knew about Abraham and Isaac. She said, I know this land is yours. I know that the Lord will give you this land. She also said, we have heard how the Red Sea parted and 2 million of you guys came over that dry land in the Red Sea. You can't keep that a secret, can you? Don't tell anybody. She knew about it in Jericho. Everybody in Jericho knew about it. Everybody in Jericho knew they'd done battle with the Amorites, and Sihon and Og, those two pagan kings, they were obliterated by the Israelites. They knew about that. And also he says, we're all frightened. Our hearts have melted because 2 million of you are here 7 miles away on the other side of the Jordan River. And we know, I know, she says, that the Lord God that you worship is the God of the heavens and the God of the earth. What is she saying? I see that your God is the real God. He's the real thing. Now, notice something. Was this prostitute the only one in Jericho who knew those facts? No, everybody knew the facts. And the gate was open. They could have come out. They were under siege. But they didn't. They didn't act on those facts. Like in 2 Timothy again, Paul says, always hearing but never coming to the knowledge of truth. That's it, isn't it? Oh, we just hear. We know this is a true and living God, and we know that, but they never responded by faith and went outside those gates and responded to what God was doing with the land. Amazing, isn't it? How they knew and they didn't respond. The gates were opened. You go back in Genesis chapter 6. Here's Noah and his family, 120 years. They're building an ark, a giant boat, and he's hammering with one hand. And the gate to the ark, the door of the ark was open. He must have said, hey guys, we're going to be judged. Go in the ark. There's going to be a flood. Nobody went in. The door was open. The door was open right here, I believe, for those pagan, hard-hearted, cold, demonic Canaanites. But they knew all the facts, but they did not respond with their life. They didn't go in the door. Leading us to John 10:9. Jesus says, I am the door. Come on in. Come by me. And you'll discover that all things work together for good to those who love the Lord and those who are the called according to his purpose.